Hello everybody, welcome to your daily pop. I love this color sequence so much for the big channel that I set up that I'm going to reuse it for our pop. I just like the vivid pinks and blues with the bracelets in the background. I just love the color, so I wanted to relive that because I saw it on the TV and I was like, wow, these cards pop like amazing. Like the vibrancy is just so wonderful. They get me in the best mood just looking at them, dealing with them. They are just super high vibe. So let's see some of the energy that we're working with today. We're working with Satira, which is the goddess of brazenness, which we love. Energy and spirit of buxom Guyana of South America. So this is saying when we make a brazen decision, what do we dare to do if we knew we couldn't fail? What would we do? Like, would you get on stage and speak to 100,000 people? Would you hold your own concert? Would you have your own TED Talk? Would you open your own restaurant business? Whatever it is, a lot of people, it's public speaking and other things that are like childhood fears that stop them from stepping into these empowered behaviors. So be unapologetically you. Speak up for someone who's not in the room if there's gossip taking place. Choose a different spiritual path or career than your community or your parents or your grandparents have picked out for you. And in fact, I was just watching a unique show with some people in the LGBTQ community that were coming out to their grandparents and saying how they had held off for years and years of coming out with the fear that they would lose this grandparents, usually the older generations, love, affection, or being able to spend time with them. The feeling of being shunned. And I was so impressed by some of these young people, because they're in their young 20s and some of them are in their late teens, coming out and explaining, I feel this way, but your love is important to me. But, I know if you love me for who I am, that wouldn't change. You know what I mean? Wonderful things like that. So this is saying I'm bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. I'm going to ask for what I want to the universe, and the universe is going to deliver it. Make that decision. Decides to build your family your way, your career your way, your spiritual path your way. And it will make you feel like you're on your true, authentic vocation path, and you are going to set yourself up for success when you do that. And I've been reading these things on the vibration of words, and I believe words are so powerful. They reverberate and they get on that vibration when you say out loud, I'm capable of taking care of myself. I'm capable of taking care of my family. I'm capable of doing an awesome job in whatever vocation or creative endeavor I'm undertaking. It really helps. And sometimes I'll say that in the morning if I feel like I have, a whole onslaught of work or places I have to be. I'll say out loud, I've done much harder than this and I chose this path. So why wouldn't I want to do, these readings, go mail these packages, that I was lucky enough that people wanted my jewelry, that I would have to go to the post office. You know what I mean? Really a new, strong perspective. Now I love this and I'm excited to see what this has to say, because Jumbi is actually shadow of Mast and is a Caribbean deity. Temple shadows and the element is air. Jumbis are the scary, shadowy, otherworldly spirits or perceived monsters of the Caribbean. So the shadow guidance is, where is the lie? Really, let's get quiet and get clear. Put your hand on your heart. Now, are you confused or are you afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So again, that's where we pull our voice out. I am capable. I am unafraid. I can steer my destiny and see opportunities, and I won't be afflicted by these ego thoughts that say I'm not enough or I don't have enough or, yada, yada, yada. Show your true face, because wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. If you're wearing a mask, really dare to reveal and receive your true self right now. If we lie to others, we lie to ourselves, and wearing a mask is exhausting. You'll see this in movies where people are pretending to be something or not to be accepted, right? If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on lies if people are wearing masks. So their mask is a projection of your own. So be willing to ask others to remove theirs as you are willing to remove yours. Just say you're in a group and you hear lots of weird prejudicial talk. It could be religious, it could be it could be racial, it could be anything. It could be social, it could be monetary, where people have hidden agendas, and really just speak up and be like, listen, I honestly feel this way. And when you convey this message of whatever, partiality to a certain whatever, where you almost feel like there's prejudices involved, that you just discuss it. I feel like everything when it's discussed honestly and openly without aggression or trying to be right in everything, that that you can have peaceful conclusions to this. Now I love this creativity. This is probably one of my favorite cards. Like, look at the colors in this and the candles, the brightness. It just, oh my gosh, it just reminds me of all the good warm things. And I also love the Seven Sisters. So this is a goddess of creativity in New Orleans, and it is the conjurers, and the element is air. And the Seven Sisters were a mystical New Orleans family of identical master psychics and conjure women who never aged. And were the Seven Sisters one shape-shifting woman or seven? Time will never tell. So it was like one of those things, create, create, create. This whole card's agenda is you come from conjurers and creators, and your blood remembers. Use your gifts to multiply your magic. You are a cosmic creator and a major force. And this is really true. When I think back, I tend to do a lot of things that my mother and aunt do. They loved animals and they loved nature, and my mom loved gardening and she loved problem solving and she liked being a peacemaker and she liked to cook and bring people together. And she ended up being a magistrate because she wanted to officiate and witness marriages. Like, she just was digging it. She loved it. She found it to be a beautiful thing. So one day she's like, I'm becoming a magistrate. And I'm like, okay, Mom, you do that. And I was like, awesome, you can marry me one day. And you know what I mean? Like, all these fun, wonderful things. And she was like me with the creative goodies. Like, she had boxes and boxes of just ribbons and goodies and sewing things and crochet things, like really super into it. So this and tells us too that you are a divine nation within one person. So how creative do you allow yourself to be? Or do you just expend in tasks? Are you always just cooking and cleaning and doing like project, work, or do you let yourself get creative and try new dishes and, do fun gardening and plant new things and let yourself paint and dance and all of those things? Movement is creative, right? Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility, and you're going to realize you have the power that creates planets. So yes, you are creative. No one else's opinion matters. I mean, I have people that I know that paint and they shove all those paintings in their closet and under their beds, and they only show it to their friends because they think it doesn't measure up to some weird like scale out there. Isn't that crazy? So let your inner child play and awaken to your creativity, because it really is birthing and it's manifesting. And I feel like you get these wonderful visionary kind of like clicks when we're out there creating. Don't you feel like, I feel like when I'm listening to music and I'm singing, I'm painting or making jewelry, time just disappears. It absolutely just evaporates because it is utter present moment awareness and engagement. And that is a really cool way to be. So that's your daily pop, you guys. Love and light. Have a great day.